What's going on, guys? It's Yuval here and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I want to break down our recent commercial and show you guys how to shoot underwater and how to do the jumping into water transition. I'll also be going over our creative treatment, the animatic storyboard, cinematography, lighting, and the gear we've used to create this project. But before we jump in, I just want to let you guys know that we have a pretty cool giveaway waiting for you at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. So without wasting any more time, let's watch the full commercial. It's only 30 seconds long, so hang in there, and then we're gonna start breaking it down.
What does your video sound like? Go to artlist.io and get the best music and sound effects for your videos. This is not the real world. This is your creation. The stories you tell, the images you take, and the music you choose. Soundtrack your videos with Artlist. Be a creator. With unlimited music and sound effects and a license that covers everything. Join the next generation of creators. Go to Artlist now and start creating without limits.
So let's start by looking at our creative treatment, which really captures the essence of this commercial and helps serve as a guide to the look and feel of the entire project. We have our animatic storyboard, which if you've been watching our videos for long enough, you should already be familiar with. It's basically just a 3D storyboard. You can do the same with just drawing or whichever way you like to storyboard. So further into the treatment, we have our color palette, with the main color being, of course, yellow, the Artlist brand color, and we also have some blues to just give off some color contrasts. Then we have references for wardrobe, makeup, and hair. We're going for casual, street, kind of hipstery vibe. And that pretty much wraps up our treatment. So now let's jump into the actual commercial and start breaking down the shots. What I have here is the shooting breakdown for this production. And if you guys are filming anything, make sure you have one of these so on the day of the shoot, you know exactly what you're doing. We'll leave a link down in the description below with this template so you guys can download it for free and use it in your projects. Let's start off with the first setup and the first shot here. So we have the camera spinning and going back, and then we have this drone flying in, obviously CGI, and let's start breaking it down. So we're on the Alexa with the Atlas Orion anamorphic lenses, and the camera is on a dolly which has a special rig that allows it to spin so we can get that spinning shot. And just a funny little story, we were actually planning on using a real drone on set, but turns out it's not that easy to pull off that move, so we had to do it in CGI at the end. But that is just the nature of life. Not everything's gonna go according to plan, so you always have to be ready and roll with the punches and find a way to make it work. In terms of lighting, we have an HMI coming in from camera left, with a big diffusion in front of it, and then we have big negative fill on the other side just to create some contrast, and you can see how soft the lighting is because we're using such a big diffusion. So in the same setup, we have the jumping into the water transition, which I think is the most interesting and most fun shot in this whole commercial. So let's break it down step by step. It's really easier than you might think. You could easily pull this off with a GoPro or a waterproof mobile phone. So what we have is, of course, two separate shots. One is our guy jumping off the car, and in the second one, he's jumping into a pool of water. So, of course, it's two separate shots. We took those two shots and aligned them on top of each other, and then using a null object, we animated the position to transition between them. Now all we had to do was add some motion blur, and that already looked pretty good. And if you're doing this by yourself, you could actually stop here. But we wanted to take this a step further in this commercial, so we had a few more steps to spice it up. So one thing we did is we brought in images of a concrete floor and water surface. We turned those into 3D layers and animated them together with the transition to really sell the effect of transitioning from the outside into the water. And then just to top it all off, we added some water splashes from Motion Array where our actor is entering the water, and that really helps sell the effect. So that's how we did the transition, but now let's look at the actual underwater setup that we have going on. So the location we have for this is an indoor swimming pool. There's still light outside, so we're blocking that with big floppies. We're also blacking out the walls of the pool from the inside, so we minimize the amount of light spill and reflections. We're shining 2 daylight HMIs into the water, and we also have one sky panel from above. We are still shooting on the Alexa and the Atlas Orion lenses, this time with an underwater cage and a professional underwater camera operator. Now here's something pretty interesting. The actors that we chose for this commercial are actually professional swimmers. We had to make sure we get actors who are comfortable underwater and who can perform and act as we wanted to while being underwater, which is not something every actor could do, obviously. There are also professional stuntmen on set just to make sure everything is going nice and smooth, and they also know how to operate this whole underwater situation. For example, there's a special device that when the actors are jumping into the water, it pulls them down so that it looks like the jump was maybe from higher up. So anytime you're doing anything underwater on a professional set, make sure you have the right people and professional stuff around you. They know what to do and how to make things look the best, and they're also there to make sure everyone is safe. One more set that we have is these two girls doing a photo shoot in the rain on a European-looking street. We have a rain machine with the water sprinklers. We have 4 sky panels up above. We have one LED mat coming in from camera left. And we also have 2 Astera tubes behind some diffusion. This set is happening at nighttime, which really gives us a beautiful look because together with the rain, we have tons of textures, we have reflections from the ground, we have these RGB lights. There's like so many interesting stuff going on, and anytime you're shooting nighttime exteriors, using RGB lights and wetting down the floor is always just a great way to create some interest. We're also shooting some B-roll on 16mm film on the Bolex, and that's just some B-roll that is cut out throughout the commercial, and we also did that on the first set. At the end of the scene, we have the girl jumping into the water, which is the same transition that we already covered in the first setup. So that's essentially the 3 setups for this commercial, and all of the other shots in the commercial are done within these setups. But that is all for this video. I really hope it helped you guys out. If it did, give this video a like and consider subscribing to never miss another one of our videos. And now for that giveaway. 3 of you guys could win 3 Artlist hats. All you gotta do is tell us down in the description below what do you want us to talk about next. Could be lighting, cinematography, sound effects. We wanna know what you guys want to see. Here is the winner from our last giveaway. Congratulations to you, and till the next time, stay creative.